Right boys, we got another trade recap. I'm going to be posting every single trade I take this week on trade recaps because I have a week off. So let's get straight into it. It was no news today. It was another loss, same as yesterday, and you can see what I was dealing with. Came down and edged us real well, then just came down, and then now all these green lines is my possible take profits. It hit all of them all the way down here. So my bias was correct, but let's go over what I did wrong and what I could have done better. So the trade was on GJ. Let's check the Oz Yen. Then yeah, so we had trades on every pair yesterday. Possible trades, and I took the worst one. So yeah, we've swept out all these lows. We are just dumping. The markets are dumping. You know, the tariffs from Trump, it is just dumping the market. So odd JPY, we came down, tapped into this 4-hour fair value gap, and then also tapped into it pre-market as well. That meant the 1 hour was bullish and 4 hours bearish. So I looked for a 15-minute break of structure or a 15-minute retrace. So yeah, we already had a 15-minute break of structure, so I marked out this breaker block and the order block, and we had a retrace into there, and then look for 5-minute break of structure, which happened from this candle. So we go from that, stops above the high, and then TP1 would have been here, and then TP2 would have not gotten hit, but we would have still made profit. And then also what I'm realizing is when TP1 gets hit, this is from backtesting. I've just been backtesting a lot lately. When TP1 gets hit, move stops to break even, because then if it comes up, you'll still be in like profit. You know, this was a 1 to 5 risk reward. We could have had stops above this high even, because we had super big down moves, and that would have been 1 to 2, which would have been great. Anyways, that's not the trade we took. We'll go over the US yen. So same sort of thing here. You know, all the markets are just dumping. Whoa, where am I? And then yeah, we get a retrace into a 4-hour fair value gap pre-market, and then 1 hour. Oh, but thing here was the 4-hour was actually bullish, but because it was a 4-hour and daily fair value gap, I knew that was just gonna continue the down move. So then we see 1 hour, or market opens, 1 hour is bearish, retrace into a 1 hour fair value gap, and then we get 15-minute break in structure here, right there, and then we see a retrace into a 5-minute fair value gap. That is enough to enter. I think even that hit equilibrium it looks like. Yeah, equilibrium, boom. And then we see down candles out of that. That is enough to enter. Boom, stops, like you could put it above the fair value gap, above here. But if you just went 2 pips above the fair value gap for some space. Right there, TP1 there, that is 1.7 RR. That's better than the Aussie trade. And then TP2 doesn't get hit either. Right down here, but move stops break even again. Still great position right there. And now let's go over the trade that I ended up taking. So I ended up taking the worst trade out of all of these pairs. The only reason for that was because this was just the first one that I saw. You see, USD, it happened at, you can see the time at the bottom of the screen, that was 8:05. I have it on Queensland time though, so that's 30 minutes ahead of my time. So that was 7:35, right? But still, we'll just go 8:05, right? And then this was 7:10, the Aussie trade. And then this was also 7:10, but I was on GJ and I saw the position and I'm like, all right, let's go. Odd was looking like, I think, yeah, we had this down candle right here. So I was looking at it, and then you see this wick we're looking at now. I'm like, oh, that is some good price action. I might enter short, but because we had this big wick that just came up, it didn't break structure, I moved on to GJ and I was looking at it, and then the 5-minute candle close, I enter. Oh no, so yeah, you can see the candle was the 7:05 candle, but on GJ that actually broke structure, but on Australia, yeah, and that didn't break structure, the 7:05 candle. So it was basically unlucky that I saw it, but let's go over it. What am I doing? Yapping too much. Anyways, 4 hour, everything bearish. We had some lows down here that I marked out, and then these big daily lows down here, and some more daily lows here and hourly lows. So this was legit the worst trade, because look at this, we had like barely tapped into this 4 hour fair value gap, and then also 1 hour was super consolidating, and I saw that and I'm like, I told myself I should write something on the market, and then as like, yeah, keep watch of it, but be careful, don't really trade it. It's probably not good to trade it. And I should have just seen the consolidation and just not checked it at all, because both the trades on AUDJPY and USD, if I had seen them, they would have hit take profit 1 and I would have been in profit. So I should have seen this and been like, nope, I'm not trading you. But anyway, in this 4 hour fair value gap, I didn't even like it that much. I was just staring at the markets for like too long. It was like already an hour into session. I'm just like sitting here like, please give me a trade, come on, just like give me a trade or just let me hop off. And then yeah, I was tired. I didn't really like it because we had this bit of thing into it, but because this is an up candle, but we just closed really low, because this was Saturday's candle and then the weekend markets closed, and then we opened all the way down here super low. But yeah, and then that was just like a random wick up. I didn't really like that. Anyways, we see a 1 hour fair value gap. Don't know why I have that marked up. Do not know why I have that marked out. Okay. Why is that marked out? Do not know. Anyways, retrace into that, we had, okay, I think that was a 5-minute fair value gap actually. Is it? Yeah, it is. Okay. So we had the 15-minute break of structure pre-market again, like AUDJPY, and then retrace into the fair value gap on the 15-minute and on the 5-minute, which is what I had marked out. So we retraced into both of them, and then it was simple. We just had a break of structure and I entered stops 4 pips above the eye, and then TP1 down here and TP2 down here. And there was legit like nowhere really I could have put TP where it would have hit. Maybe at this low, but like we're not trading on the 1 minute, so is that even a 1 minute low? It's not even a 1 minute low, so like, why am I doing that? There's no fair value gaps, nothing. It was just at this low. And yeah, really just kind of a unlucky type trade, but also shouldn't have traded when it was consolidating. And yeah, these trades, anyways, you live and you learn. I'm gonna keep learning. People ask me why I don't trade on with more money, because if I keep making the mistakes on the small account and then I keep learning from them, like this is another trade I can learn from. All losses are just learning opportunities, so they're basically a win. And because yeah, if you win, it's like, okay, I did good. Okay, what the glaze? Like, why are you glazing yourself? And then a loss, it's like, okay, I did trash. What can I learn from this, etc. And then I do that all on the small account, and then boom, when I get my funded account, it's gonna be like overnight success, because I'm gonna have learned from all the losses that I made. I'll be profitable on the small account, and then funded account, obviously 100k, make 10% per month, 10k per month, get 500k funded, 50k per month, etc. And then it's gonna be overnight success. I'm telling you guys right now. Might not seem like it right now, but hey, if the only thing is, if trading just doesn't work out, I'm screwed. But trading actually teaches you a lot of life lessons, like gotta be patient. You know, you can never get too happy, because look at this trade. Never get happy, man. It comes down like you're happy, and then it can come up and then comes back down. It is, how far away was it? It was 3 pips away. Even though it is 3 pips away from take profit, it can always come up, hit your stop loss, and then you're gonna be down and you're gonna be negative. So you've got to be emotionless, you've got to be strict, you've got to have discipline. Trading teaches me all of those things, and it can teach you those things. And yeah, hopefully when I turn profitable, I'll make a course for you guys. I'll explain it all. But yeah, you really do have to be in the right mindset, and it's not for everyone, man. This is where, right here, this is where the 93%, I think, or 97% of traders lose. Yeah, I think it's 97% of traders, they quit. Alright, so 97% of traders, they lose money in the markets because they quit before they win. Right, and this is where they're quitting. Like, man, I see this. Oh, man, just close the position. No, you've got to be strict. You've got to have the TP. And then you've also got to be strict and learn from it. Like, who is going to be thinking like, all right, this is, how can I learn from this, you know? And that is why losing is better than winning sometimes. Of course, when it is your income, you're gonna need a win. But when you're just learning trading as a skill, this is how you gotta do it, man. You gotta go through the hard times, go through the trenches, and yeah, soon, very soon, guys, don't worry. Well, anyways, enough with my yap. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys learned something from this video. And yeah, subscribe, turn the post notifications on, because I will be posting more this week. I'm filming a video today, what I eat in a day, and you'll see, you know, so what I eat in a day and a day in a life type video, and you'll see all of that. So definitely keep your eye on that, and yeah, turn post notifications on to stay updated. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.